Thank you for joining me with Sessions from the Shore and wanting to learn how to tap. We are going to be doing lots of fun things in these 4 sessions of videos. We are going to be learning all of the basic steps you need, musicality, we're going to be learning about style and also a bit of choreography. So we're going to cover lots of things to get you started with your journey in learning how to tap. In this first video we're going to focus on learning the basic steps. We'll also do a warm-up in every video as well. If you have any questions throughout, I will leave my contact details at the end, so feel free to message me. Enjoy! So we're going to start with a warm-up, and we're not just going to be warming up the feet, we're going to be warming up the whole body to make sure we don't get any strains or injuries. So just follow along. Here we go. With the head.
On the first evening Savoy, I saw you on the floor, black and white, jumping high, all eyes on you, I'm passing by. Suddenly you took my hand, sway me around, eye to eye, firefly.
Across the floor, last Stevenson boy, satin lace, pretty face. I never seen you in this place. Had to take you by the hand, sway you around, not so shy, eye to eye, lost and found. Step back, glide back, honestly. Pretty lady, come on, dance with me.
So now we're going to be working on some of the basic steps. We're going to start with just simple toe beats and heel beats. So first of all, we need to make sure that we are standing correctly. So the most important thing is to have a slight bend in the knee all the time. Try not to have too straight legs. It makes it more difficult and it'll be more strain on your knees. So get used to having a nice bounce in your knees. Also your arms as well, keep them relaxed. Try not to stand too rigid. If they're going to swing naturally, that's absolutely fine. So it's really important to think about what the upper body is doing, because it will help the lower body even with simple steps like this. So all we're going to do is lift the toe up, keeping the heel on the floor, and drop it down. Nice and simple, but as you can see, the more you use your knees and get a nice bounce, you're going to get a better sound rather than just trying to do it without the knees. So we're just going to drop down like this. Very simple. Lovely. So let's try 4 on the right, 4 on the left, and then 8 alternating from right to left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to do the same but with heel beats. So this time we're going to leave the toe on the floor and drop the heel. So as you lift your toe up, make sure you've got a nice weight in the ball of the foot and you're going to drop the heel down. So we're going to go like this. And again, keeping that nice bounce that we had with the toe beat. Okay, so let's do the same. Let's do 4 heels on the right, 4 heels on the left, and then 8 alternating. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now we're going to look at toe heels and heel toes. So these steps both have 2 sounds in them. So the toe heel, we start with the toe, we put all the weight on the toe there. We've still got a bit of weight on this back supporting leg, so it's not all forwards, but you've got a nice solid sound there, and then you're going to drop the heel. Again, with a nice bend in the knee, so we go toe, heel. And then we would switch leg, so then you would go onto the other foot, like that. Let's try a few in a row, going from right to left. We'll do 8 all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Now we'll try the heel toes. So it's the same concept, but the other way round. So we put the heel in first. So you want to get a nice solid heel on the side. So we go heel and then we drop the toe like that. And then again we would change feet like that. Let's try 8 in a row again, starting on the right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. Now both of these steps, the toe heel and the heel toe, don't just have to be on the spot. They can also travel, so they can move forwards and also side to side, especially the toe heels, because we could go from side and we can cross over, and the same going this way. It depends how much room you've got, but that's just an idea of what we can do with that step. Okay, the next step we're going to learn is the crawl. So we're going to start with the right foot, just going to start with the basic crawl, and we're going to start same as always, sort of natural hip distance apart. We're going to start with our heel first. We're going to pivot on our toe. So the heel goes out like that, and then we pivot on the heel and do the toe. And then if we have enough room, we'll do it 4 times. So we go out the heel again and 1 more on the toe. And then we will bring it back in. So we'll bring the toe in first, we bring in the toe, and then the heel, and then the toe, and finish with the heel. And then we can try it on the other side. So we pivot on the toe, we drop the heel, again keeping that nice bounce in the knee, and then we bring it back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Let's try it a few times. We'll do it 4 times, so twice on each side, starting with the right. If you haven't got enough room to go all the way out, you can keep it a little bit smaller if you need to, but if you've got a lot of room, feel free to make it a little bit bigger. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay, the next step we are going to learn is called a cramp roll, and this step has 4 sounds in it all together. So we're going to start by using the toes. We're going to go up on one toe and then the second toe, again keeping our knees slightly bent when we're on our toes, and then we're going to drop our heels right and then left. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's try it starting with the left side. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Now this step would repeat on the same leg, unless you did an around the world cramp roll, which would go right, left, left, right. So you would have this leg free. But don't worry about those for now. We'll just continue on one side. So let's start by practicing 4 on the right, and then we'll pause and do 4 on the left. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on to the left. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Right, now we are going to learn the brush and the scuff. So the first one, the brush, both of them just have 1 sound each. So the brush, you're just going to be using the ball of your foot, and you're going to kick it forwards and just hit the ball of your foot on the floor like that. So let's try it with both feet. So try it on the left. That's it. So you want a nice solid catch of the whole ball of the foot there. Lovely. It also looks really nice with a brush going across the body rather than just straight forwards. But let's continue them straight forwards for now. So let's do 8 swapping from side to side. So we'll do the brush and then just step onto it and then switch legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And now the scuff, which is the same movement, so still got that nice kick, but this time we're just catching the heel on the floor. So you're just catching the heel of the foot. So it's the same sort of movement, like that. And again, works really nice going across the body. So let's do the same thing, swapping from side to side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. So now we're going to learn the trudge. So this one moves forwards, but if you haven't got loads of room, that's okay. You can always do it in a little circle or do a few and then move back and start again. So this step is a little bit like you're trudging through mud. So your feet don't leave the floor, they stay on the floor, and the toe is going to slide forwards and you push the heel into the floor. So you get this. Again, keeping a nice bend in the knee. And then you would swap feet like this. Okay, so let's try a few. We'll do 4, take a pause if you need to move, and then 4 again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do 4 more. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So the next step we're going to learn is called the flap, or also known as the tap step. And this step has 2 sounds in it. So it starts with a little tap. So it's like a brush that we did before, but not as big a movement, more from the ankle, just a little tap, and then you're going to step onto it with the ball of your foot. Okay, so we go tap, step, and then all your weight would be on this foot to carry on the other foot. Tap, step. Now this step can be done on the spot or travelling, so it's up to you. If you've got room to travel, feel free, but I'm going to keep it on the spot for now. So if you're keeping it on the spot, instead of doing a tap forwards and stepping forwards, you'd keep it more underneath you, like this. So it comes more from the ankle. Okay, so let's try that. We'll try 8 alternating from side to side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Great. The next step we are going to learn is called the shuffle. This step also has 2 sounds, and it starts with a little forward brush and then it finishes with a backward brush. So both times you're just catching the ball of your foot on the floor. Most of the movement comes from the ankle, but the knee also swings slightly as well. The supporting leg that you're standing on, again, still have that nice bend in the knee. Try not to stand on it straight. Keep a nice little bend. So it goes shuffle, like this. And if you were going to do continuous shuffles, they would all be on one leg. So let's try it swapping. We'll do 4 on the right and then a step, and then we'll do 4 on the left and a step, and then again to repeat. Ready? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Brilliant. The final step we're going to learn is called the flam. Interesting fact, it's called a flam because it is actually part of a percussive drum beat. So it has 2 sounds but in one beat. So we're going to lift our leg to the side, and you're going to have a nice loose ankle. You're going to drop the toe and then the heel, like this. So you have 2 sounds but in one beat. Now the flam doesn't have to be this move, but it's the most common move used in a flam, so that's what we're going to use today. So let's try it on the other leg. So we lift the leg, we drop the toe and the heel, like this. Lovely. So let's try it a few times on each side. It's not normally a step that would be repeated, but for practicing sake, we'll do that. So let's do again 4 on one side and then step, 4 on the left and step, and again to repeat. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step. Lovely. Now we're going to practice all the steps we've learnt to music, nice and slowly, so just follow along. Here we go.
'em. Why you wanna? I wanna learn shim sham. Why you wanna? So I can shim sham with you. I gotta learn shim sham. Come on over. I gotta learn shim sham. Come on over. I gotta learn shim sham. Come on over. You're going to shim sham school. You're gonna take that step low to the left. They dance it the world around. Where every swing dance meet Soon as they greet, they get in line and they go to town. I gotta learn shim sham. Now you got it. I gotta learn shim sham. Now you got it. I gotta learn shim sham. Now you got it. And you're shim shammer too.
And that's the end of session 1. I hope you've really enjoyed learning some new steps with me. Feel free to go back over them and practice them at your own pace and with music as well. And in the next session, we'll look at those steps and putting them to musicality and adding rhythm to them. So I hope to see you back soon. Thank you. Bye.
Mm-hmm.